Hey there, and welcome to another Let's Play. So, I just realized that yesterday, when I was going around collecting various things and hunting, that I did not go and collect the bones from the cannibal I'd killed back at their camp and thrown on the fire. Not that I really need them now that I have the upgraded spear, but they might come in handy. You can, aside from an upgraded spear, you can also make bone armor with the bones, and it looks like armor might come in pretty frickin' handy. So, I might swing by there and try once again to do some deer hunting, which keeps going not according to plan, so we'll see how that goes. Actually, there's a birdie. Land, birdie, and let me get your feather. Oh, no. Okay, fine. How about you, birdie? You will land. Haha! Your feathers are now mine! And I'll try throwing a rock at this guy and see what happens. And just bounced off the much larger rock, which is fine. Did I just lose my arrow? I didn't. Okay, cool. I do believe that makes enough feathers. 6, yep. Awesome. Also, I think I have the materials to make another bomb, which always nice. And make it sticky, because I like sticky bombs. Alright, now I'm going to head up to that cannibal camp. Actually, let's see if our traps happen to spring overnight. I kind of doubt it, but there's no reason not to look. Nope. Negative. Pick up some more goodies along the way that I'll almost certainly use to craft something later. Ooh. More herbs. Yes, please. Wow, I was pretty depleted on my various common crafting goodies. Anyway, that one didn't trip, and that was the one I figured would, since it's the most out in the woods. And that one didn't trip, so okay. Good to know, good to know. I'll run over here and grab some sap from that collector and some water, and I guess make some rabbit if it hasn't gone all moldy on me. Edible, fresh, yeah, they're all good. So we'll cook up a rabbit there on the banks of the pond, and maybe even get attacked by some cannibals and get a chance to test out some of these traps. So I've really only seen a couple of them in action, the spike trap and the happy birthday trap. I don't even know what the other two look like when they work. So, no one's coming calling just yet. I did have a fire around here somewhere. Oh, no, that's not it. Ah! I heard a bunny and it freaked me out. Okay. Let's back off away from the woods just a little bit so my visibility is a bit better. And, oh, wrong button. B. Basic fire. Wunderbar. And we'll put a rabbit on the fire as well. Let's go ahead and pull out that upgraded spear in case it comes to the fighting. While I wait. Could try to hunt a few more birds, but that hasn't exactly been working out great for me, so. Well, ooh, a rabbit. He's kind of far off, and I've got food cooking. Don't you hate it when you walk away and, oh, there's a rabbit that's much closer by. He's worth the, oh, it's a squirrel. I don't care about squirrels. All they drop is small generic meat and no skin, so I'm not really interested in them. Water's ready, get my pot back, and the rabbit's ready. Beautiful. Alright, so let's head to that cannibal camp and see if I can't gather those bones back up. And then maybe do some deer hunting. We'll see how it goes. I'm not making any promises on that one because the best laid plans of mice and men keep going after Glay, so yeah. Ooh, blackberries, I'm full. I don't need that. I'm gonna ruin my diet coneflower. Always nice. And I got a coneflower seed, so if I wanted to build a garden next to my ridiculous peninsula mansion like I built last time, I could do that, but I'm sort of operating in crappy little camps and trying to stay on the move, so that's probably not going to be my go-to plan. Also, I think I might have gotten a little turned around, but now I have a compass, so let's rely on that for a second. Compass says, yeah, I'm heading northeast, which I thought was, ooh, there's that other camp. Chicory, very nice. And marigold. I'm full on both of those, so never mind. Let's see here. Ah! That was me. Freaking myself out way too easily. Oh, I see a lizard though. And I lost him in the brush. He's around. I might find him later. Sometimes they'll climb trees. Oh, he's stuck right now. Sometimes you'll see them climbing up the trunks of trees, and they skyline themselves really well. Makes it really easy to nab one of them. And I'm not even going to muck about. I'm going to put that armor directly on because I need all the help I can get. Hey, bunny. Meet your doom. Man, it looks like I got bloody from that. It's not giving me the prompt that I'm covered in blood and prone to infection. Now it does, okay. It's just a little laggy there. Fair enough. And whoop, cannonball! Alright. I'm really doing okay on food. I'm not going to spear any more fish right now. I'm just going to move along and try to figure out where that cannibal camp is. I thought it was back there somewhere, but since I didn't run right across it, I'm going to say no, probably not. Oh, this looks like it. Survey says... Ah! That sounds like cannibals. Well, just kind of measuring the distance here. I would like to lure them back into those traps. You know what? Fortune favors the... Ooh, I was going to say fortune favors the brave, but it looks like there's at least 3 of them. So maybe fortune favors the person who doesn't go on a suicide mission. So, actually, if I can buy a little more distance between myself and them, that might be a viable plan. Oh, one of them's jumping down out of a tree. Yeah, they'll hop into trees and then hop out of them again. I've heard, or read online rather, that if you chop down the tree with one of the cannibals in it, it will kill them. Anyway, let's equip that spear, because I think the bow's just going to annoy them. And we're going to head for the camp. Let's see if we can draw them out. They don't seem interested in me anymore. And I really don't want to get too bold. I don't want to be right in the middle of them when I start this, so... I don't know, I think they lost interest in me. They wanted me to think they lost interest in me anyway. Grab these couple of ropes. Okay. We're going to go on the other side of the pond and check out their camp. There's another... They are just all over around here, and they don't seem to see me, so let's just hold up for a second. They are not very observant today. I would like to test out those traps. I would also like to not die and, you know, face the difficult decision of whether or not to continue this series after my character has died. Okay, it wouldn't be that difficult a decision. I would just load and try again. But still, you know, it'd feel a little cheap. See, my camp is right over there, thanks to that yellow marker I placed, finally. So, you know what, let's start a little dust up with these guys. They're still not paying attention to me. Hello. I don't actually want to waste any resources throwing. You can throw a spear by holding. Oh, he knows I'm here. Okay, cool. Come on then, Bubba. Let's see what you got. Show me what you got. Ah! He's showing me. Now, I suspect they may actually learn to avoid traps over time. But first off, let's just see if I can lure him into one. Maybe he knows what I'm up to. Huh. Where'd you go, buddy? Okay. I'm really confused. Is he despawning, or is he just too wise for that tactic to work, is what I'm wondering right now. I don't know what to make of that. Oh, he's still there. Oh, I caught one! Well, he's gonna have some buddies. Yep, he's got a buddy. Well, tell you what, buddy. Why don't you come along near this other trap? Huh. Well, that worked out well. So far. Knock on wood. Well, I hate to kill a helpless person, but I also don't see how else I'm going to empty my trap. I'm not letting you go. So I think I'm just going to have to make amends with my reluctance to kill helpless people. So. Oh, there's your buddy. Hello. Come after me. No, don't run away. I need the trap to work. Okay, I'm not messing with this anymore. I did try to make that quick and painless. I just failed really, really hard. How do I... Oh, I pick him up by holding E, right? I'm trying to get this guy out of my trap. And let's reset it. And see if his friend will foolishly fall for the exact same trick. Probably not, because they do seem to have some basic ability to learn. Oh, he's got a club I could pick up. They do a lot of damage, but they also swing painfully slowly, so I usually don't mess with them. Okay, I'm covered in blood, so... Another cannonball. And we will light this poor unfortunate soul on fire. And get some more bones, because I would not mind stockpiling some bone armor. Aesthetically, I really prefer the lizard skin armor, to be honest with you. And so on normal mode, when the game was easy enough that I could afford to be picky like that, all I did was wear lizard skin armor, but The thing I like about hard mode is it actually feels like a survival game, not, just a building game where occasionally mildly annoying cannibals will attack you. So that's fun. I really loved the old Thief series of games where if you played on the hardest difficulty, you couldn't go around fighting a ton of guards. You couldn't, just take on everything that you would possibly see. If you tried to take on 3 or more guards, you were probably going to die. And so you had to play as a thief. You had to really pick your battles and strike from the shadows and all that. And I loved that style of gameplay. And it's something I kind of wanted to recreate here. So I'm really glad I tried hard mode. I mean, I'll be so glad in a minute, but, for now, I'm digging it. I'm going to stay kind of near the ocean, though, as I go out and about trying to hunt. I guess his friend booked it for the hills. Huh, okay. Fair enough. He doesn't seem to be tailing me, is he? Let's hide in a bush for a second and see if they actually do. I've never observed them tailing you quietly, but that's not to say that they won't. I've I've seen a few examples of their emergent behavior that kind of surprised me. So, I mean, for an alpha, they've clearly spent some time on the cannibal AI. Probably shouldn't chop down all the bushes trying to gather sticks and leaves because, you know, I might need to hide in those. I happen to know that there's a big, actually, you've seen it. The cannibal camp where I got dragged to as a late night snack, that camp is up there somewhere. So, I probably don't want to step right into the middle of that unawares. Well, I say you've seen it. You've seen it if you've watched all the videos thus far. And that looks like the clearing where it sits, I think. Or not. I'm not really sure. I'm not exactly a wilderness tracker, man. I gotta be totally honest with you here. I can get lost in the woods. Anyway, oh, another set of cannibals. Good grief, guys. How do they not hunt all the game to extinction is what I'm wondering at this point. Oh, they're more numerous on hard mode. I'd read that in some patch notes. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised by this. Okay. Well, we're just gonna sort of soft shoe it because I'm quite a ways from my traps. My traps certainly make me a lot more confident. I could craft some out here, but that means chopping down a tree, which is going to take a minute and make a lot of noise, so I'm not sure that's the path of wisdom. At some point I will want to make ancillary camps. Ooh, there's an explodable. A deer. And the deer might run for a while. Anyway, that's an explodable thing, which would have some minor goodies in it that I really don't care about right now because A, I'm going to make too much noise trying to blow it up and attract cannibal attention, and B, I've got deer nearby, and if I can just get 2 deer skins, I can make the water skin, and potentially... I hit him! Yes! Long spear throw. Unfortunately, if you use arrows to hunt deer, it takes 2 arrows to kill a deer. And the thing about using 2 arrows is they tend to run in between the... Oh, man, 2 for 2. I'm pretty proud of that. Alright, you know what? We are going to skin these guys. Try not to get murdered by cannibals. And we're going to head back to base. 4 generic meat. Each deer is worth 4 generic meat. So, which totally fills you up, by the way. So, skinning multiple deer is only good for the skins. It's going to tell me, yeah, I can't carry any more generic meat, which is fine. And we're headed back to base because this was an incredibly productive day for me. And in fact, tomorrow is going to involve some caving. It's been long enough. Timmy, or my poor son Timmy, has been in the clutches of the man in red, the painted man, for too long. We're going to go try to get him back. Yeah. I'm going to craft that once I get back to base because I really don't want to look down at my inventory. Opening inventory doesn't pause the game, as you've probably noticed by now. So I really don't want to go into inventory and get really involved in crafting and then get murdered. But yeah, there's actually a cave system nearby that should have some goodies I care about quite a bit. Once I craft this deer skin and fill it up hopefully from my turtle shells, I think they should have some water in them. Then I think tomorrow is going to be caving day. Or whatever day I record anyway. Probably 2 days from now, actually. Okay. Eric is tired. I need to stop pushing him so hard. It's okay, Eric. My bad. And I have that weak spear out, and had I been attacked there, that could have gotten unfortunate. But I wasn't, and that's what counts. I wonder if I keep using traps up down here to deal with the cannibals. I wonder if they'll eventually leave the area alone, or if they'll just learn to avoid the traps and strike around them, or what that's going to look like. In normal difficulty, one thing I'd actually done is set up a camp and gotten them to the point where they were used to attacking it all the time. I had a fire there, I had a drying rack right, on the beach where they could get to it, and they would consistently steal food from it. And once I got them used to coming down to my camp to attack me, I set up another camp elsewhere, and that seemed to work pretty well. They stayed in the mode of checking my camp for my presence, but I would watch them from the woods, of course. That's the only way I knew this. But watch them mess around my camp, and yeah, they didn't seem to realize I'd moved down the road a bit, at least for a while anyway. Anyway. And sunset is fast upon us. So let me craft that deer skin, or the water skin, the thingy made from 2 deer skins. Alright. We've got deer skin, and rope. Beautiful. I only have 1 rabbit fur, so I can't make the rabbit fur boots yet, which makes your steps a little quieter and gives you a little resistance to cold, I believe. Alright, I think that's going to be that for this one, and next time, hopefully, it will be caving time. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.